Well, I suppose you hear the hum in the back. That's because I kind of hooked up an air conditioner for me and got a cool room now. It's hot. 80 degrees is too much for my little legless, fingerless body. Told the guy earlier today, I went like this to him. He goes, "What the hell is that?" I go, "Well, wait a minute. Read between the lines." He goes, couldn't help but laugh, right? I mean, come on, make fun of my van. So, anyway, this is excuse me, a little bit of gas. This is basically, I was kind of touching base and coming back and letting everybody know I'm alive still, for one thing. I've actually had a couple of people thoughtful enough thinking of me and to recognize that I haven't made a video in a while and haven't got my opinion out there. And apparently some people actually miss it, which makes me feel kind of good. Okay, why am I standing over you like looming like some giant god figure? Hmm. Maybe it has a little bit to do with the subject of the video. Yeah, I'm getting really fed up. It seems like our country is truly turning into a theocratic democracy or a democratic theocracy, whatever you want to call it. It seems like, well, specifically on the right side, you either got a super outrageous, ridiculous, born again, freako Christian, that Michelle Bachmann bitch. I don't care if you don't like the vulgarity or not. That's not the point. Vulgarity will be there because of the passion I feel against this type of thing. These kind of people, and when then there's your Mitt Romney, the Mormon, yeah, but wears pajamas all day long as a shield against evil because he is, get this, a Latter-day Saint. And the funniest part about that is their religion was actually created and made up and mythified right here in America. It's America's own brand of fundamental freako belief, man. And what amazes me is they allow grown men to get away with pedophilia, rape, psychological torture, and abuse of children just because he says it's a religion. That his religion says he has the right to marry more than one woman, marry 12-year-old girls, have sex with 12-year-old girls, and actually explain to them that they'll never reach salvation if you don't have sex with an older man. Give me a break. How long did it take to pick this guy up? And what about the rest of the people in that freaky place? Yeah, I'm talking about Jeffers. And the point of that is that the appeasement of religion in our country is going too far. Way too far. Come on. You, how could you want to actually marry, elect for president someone so delusional that they even on, right on in public in front of millions of people espouse these goofy anti-sex rages that are in the Bible. I mean, the whole, it seems like everybody that gathered together and wrote those books were pedophiles, or at least sexually frustrated and perverted. Because it seems like everything a person does that's a misstep is kind of sexual in nature. It's the oddest thing. If you think about it, I mean, really, you read the Bible, most of it, circumcision, you got what to do with girls and women, and you don't touch yourself, don't lay with someone of your own sex, it's an abomination, and all this stuff, whatever. Okay, if your God is such a creator, then your God created all this shit. Do you understand that? Do you see how that's kind of like redundant thing with him. It's like, it's okay. Your God is not only a serial killer and a mass murderer and a genocidal maniac, now he seems to be a psychotic pedophile. What is wrong with you people? And you keep saying this gig about a loving God, or you'll say, "Oh, we follow the New Testament now, Jesus, not the Old Testament." Then why do you keep freaking harping about evolution's got too many mistakes, and we believe in the creation of the universe, which is in the Old Testament? People are being funny. And then you have states like Kentucky, who actually want to give a 75% tax break to a creation museum, where their panoramas are probably Jesus on a stegosaurus or something, witnessing to the crowds at the banks of the river. The stag wants a drink, doesn't want to be a delusional psychotic. It's really akin to schizophrenia, deity belief, religious claptrap. The problem is, I started out with the idea that I want to explain how where our First Amendment rights, they call it freedom of religion. I just can't. That's not what I think they meant. They really were demanding freedom from religion. Because when, America was first started, not the Pilgrims, that was just one landing and one group of freaky people who came after the real colonies were set by business. It was an economical thing. It was a business set of venture, business colonies. And these Puritans come over and try to, they try to shove their religion down people's throats. They're fanatics. They're freaks. The Quakers, same kind of thing. Except back then, they decided, well, we don't really have the right to do this to the English citizens, so maybe we'd better go on. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll convert the natives. You know, it, and then they want to make up this bullshit thing about Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, that is one of the funniest things I thought. Even when I was a kid, I thought, now wait a minute. From what I know of Native Americans, even as a youngster, I was thinking, I'm not too sure back then when they came in and conquered that area and took land away from the Indians, made them sick, and I'm not too sure they want to help them out. I don't know what that's all about, but I think what it's about is our people, our ancestors, just some of them were mine, feeling guilty. They wanted to make it look as good as they could. Even our first coins, one of them was what was it, a flag or something, or a seal. It was an Indian, and it said, "Come help us." It's, as if the Indians were over here going, "Oh, yeah, there's all those white guys over there that know so much, and they think it's this is better than that." Like they gave a shit. But no, that was one. I think it might have been one of the first instances of bait and switch or something. Anyway, listen. I saw the ad about how the so-called, the American Atheist Association or committee or whatever they call it, American Atheist Association. Anyway, I saw this ad about how they were filing suit for the American people against the cross being put at 9/11. And I thought, where have they been all this time? Where have they been? So I went and looked on the line and looked at their website and stuff, and they actually want me to give them dues, just like a fucking church. They want you to pay them so you can be on the website and do nothing and get the same information you can get just being online. I don't get it. They need money because, well, they got these lawyers that they're supposedly suing the government for, missteps in the First Amendment, let's say. Right? Well, where were they when they've been choosing, these congressional chaplains? Huh? Where were they when they got company chaplains and division chaplains and platoon shit, whatever, all over the service. Where were they when they built chapels into all the public buildings, especially in Washington? Where are they when you see "In God We Trust" on our money, "In God We Trust" behind courtroom, on walls in courtrooms, right where it can be seen by it? Where were they then? The answer I got: oh, we were around. We do all kinds of stuff. We sue all kinds of people. Yeah. They tried to cover their tracks, I guess. Well, all I got to say is they can't have any money from me. If they're going to be an atheist association, then they'd better stop acting so damn religious. It's really weird. Come on. And you want to sue for that cross? That's not the deal here, okay? The real crush of the First Amendment is the way they keep making everything, doing laws, whatever, everything based on their freaking Christian concepts, not Muslim, not Buddhist, no other religion. As a matter of fact, I got this one complaint from the guy who is, I guess, the head of the American Atheists, supposed to be one of my friends on Facebook. He comes back and he says, well, oh shoot, now I lost my train of thought, damn it. You know, I really hate it when that happens, but I'm an old guy, I can't help it. Yesterday was my birthday, and no, actually I turned 60, but I tell people I'm 58. It's okay. But anyway, where have they been when all that's been going on? Did they not notice? And he comes back and tells you something about, he was giving me the excuse why they need the money and all this other kind of thing. He actually emailed me and tried to explain why they have dues. I know why they have dues. They're greedy. It's a fucking website, for crying out loud. You know, what do you want to build, an office building or something? Come on, you guys. This is exactly the kind of thing I've been bitching about forever. Like the United Way. Talk about all the millions they collect and everything. The Red Cross, United Way, and paying their CEO guy or whatever, you know, like, what, $500,000 a year? Come on. That kind of shit. It's a non-profit. Volunteer if you really care. It's just crazy. It goes on and on and on. Just like with the Catholics. Crying and moaning about the poor people. And you know, don't use condoms, they'll give you AIDS, and all the lies and goofy shit. Wearing millions of dollars of robes and jewelry and billions of dollars in art and shit. Fuck. Come on. And it's all because these pricks think they're specially created. It is. Can't be anything else. I mean, they still think, well, we were never apes. There's no way we could have been animals. I mean, what the fuck? It's just simple science. It's just, man, evolution is just such a simple thing, really, when you think about it. It's not an immediate deal. Of course, you're not going to see an exact special, you know, connection sometimes. That doesn't mean it's not real. You'd rather, you Christians anyway, would rather believe that, you know, in magic. Because it's easy. You don't have to study. You don't have to think. You don't have to be intelligent. You can just say, Magic Man did it. Yeah, I got a superhero. Come on. Oh, by the way, back to my train of thought. What's his name? Bob or Robert or something. From Atheists, you know, comes back and tells you about how, well, you know, the chaplains are in the service and stuff are interdenominational. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's always a Christian. They don't even have rabbis. Never had one. They just now celebrated the fact that they got a Catholic. And one of the pedophiles from my own fucking city. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where were you, Atheist Association?